What's good, everybody? Thank you for rocking with me. It's your boy Czar. You already know how we rock. I'm coming to you today with the story, and now we've seen it brewing, but now we're really going to talk about it. It's Starlito and Young Buck. Okay, recently I'm seeing that there's tension. There's a video. I'm not going to put that video up particularly because it's assaulting a guy on camera, which it may be in detail, but I will include the video that talks in detail on World Star that has recently been issued, that the aftermath of Starlito being wanted after being choked by Young Buck at a show in Nashville. Now, what gets me is when I seen the video and he choked him, the way he choked him gave time to react. I don't get why he didn't react. Maybe it was because he knew what he said and it was Young Buck. I don't know who he came back to possibly shoot at, because I don't think Young Buck was present there. From what the information I'm reading shows, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. He thought he was, but he shot it up anyway. Now we have a case where innocent people and lives could have been taken. Now that's when there's nothing really in defense. It would have been different if you pulled up at his private residence of some sort, or some area where it was just his guys, but they're looking at innocent lives being in danger, and they're alleging he was involved. Now, we don't know if he was involved or not. It's just an alleging. That means that there's some type of evidence that has them pointing at him, which really wouldn't make sense if Young Buck actually wasn't there. But that's crazy. You can go search up the video of Young Buck choking him, but I do see him reacting after a while, but I thought a fight ensued after that. I'm not really sure because the video cuts off, but I guess not, and I guess he comes back for revenge. Now, to other rappers, one of the things I want to say in artists, maybe it's possible you should get in the gym and start living a healthier lifestyle. I know you make music, I know you do different things, but maybe you should get in the gym, get a bit stronger, so you're able to defend yourself in situations and not always need that bodyguard by you in order for you to, let's say, make progress. I think that it's very important that your safety be taken first and foremost. So instead of spending all your money on things that are unhealthy, maybe you spend it on something that's healthy for you. Another thing I want to note about this is that Young Buck on the rise getting back. Now, what most people didn't know is that Jay-Z released an album, 444. Okay? Now, the same day he released it, Young Buck released his album. Now, Jay-Z didn't really announce his album release till after Young Buck's had been announced. So, I don't know whether that was some type of shot at Young Buck. That was something on the back burner that happened because so many people were talking about 444. I don't think they took the time to really put the focus on it and say, look, you know what I mean? Young Buck got an album coming out, or the marketing and promotion. I don't know what was going on with that. I did see 50 Cent mentioned it a couple times, from what I understand. I know that Lloyd Banks is due to drop an album soon. But the Young Buck album, I don't know how well it did. You'll have to look it up, but everybody go check that out. I'm gonna put that in the link below as well, so you're able to go there and see the title of his album, so you can go purchase it. It's gonna be on iTunes. Another thing I want to address about this situation is Starlito. Now, he hasn't really made music in a while. I'm not really sure. I heard the Young Buck diss. I did hear it, and it was in parentheses Young Buck diss, so it was directly aimed at him. So it was, in that case, something that we could say affected the well-being of what Starlito had going on, and to be choked up in public in front of people who are probably fans privately and respect them, that he just couldn't have that. So I see why violence could have been listed for him, but it's still alleged. This is breaking news. This is new. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on with the Young Buck situation for over a diss. I don't know what was so bad for him to choke him up. So I really don't understand the situation as a whole. But what I do know is respecting the game is one of the features that go to making the artist. So to be disrespected physically in a vulgar way, the way that happened in that video, I could see why violence would be the next feature that would be capped on. So I just looked to see and hope he wasn't involved in it, and it's a mistaken identity. And he goes on making music, and they come to some sort of understanding. But Starlito did put that diss out, and Young Buck reacted, and it wasn't with a diss. So we have to see in terms of the suspects they're alleging if it's true, because evidence is not always there solidly. Sometimes it's fictitious. So we have to see how the evidence stacks up in this situation, because we have no defining factors to why, if Young Buck wasn't present, Starlito would be involved in the area. Being in the video, Young Buck was by himself walking, and I saw no other parties with him. This is an interesting story, and I think it's only going to build with details on the side. I know a lot of people is still dwelling on the Bobby V thing and a little scrappy thing, but we on to more important things. And I guess the individual escort involved, his name was Rima, R-E-I-M-A, so you could go look that up and check out the details dealing with that and how the story is progressing on your own time. And I thank you guys for rocking me with the story, but you know how I rock. All rights reserved.